And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright, so we have changed out our stats. We are playing with the stats. We still have to fix some. I made some mistakes. We're going to fix it. It'll be fine. And we're going to go do a side mission for a little bit to see... A, to give me a break from trying to do that story bit and getting too hyper-focused on it. And secondly, so that we can test out whether this new set is working. Because I may just not be have been strong enough to do it. Should have used the other skill first. It's fine. I'll get used to this rotation. There we go. A little bit better. We're doing a Destiny's Gorge, a mission. Chat was mentioning, that we should do it. So I was like, okay. Oh yeah, I should probably move this around and put chat back up. I took chat down for some of the other games because they're a little, it's in the way because of the overlays and stuff. But with Guild Wars 1, I'm always open up to suggestions on everything. And clearly you can see the conversation we had beforehand, before I started, recording it. I forgot that there's these guys out here. They're a pain in the butt. I mean, that's a little bit easier. I guess the runes really did make a big freaking difference. Even the healing runes seem to be better. Even if they're not optimized. Even if they're not best. I still have to change out his runes, the monk's runes, and my runes. I put too many beast ones on, which is fine. So we're gonna have to farm for some gold and see what we can get. Can we get a closer target? There are multiple groups out here and I don't want to target them. I also, okay, the mechanic I learned in Guild Wars 2. Okay, so in Guild Wars 1, the close range skill, the target, I think it was like C to pick close range. Anyways, that skill, I have kind of gotten stuck on it in the sense of like, I kind of got hooked on it. In Guild Wars 2, they have a setting similar to that, but I'd never like put a keybind to it. I put a keybind to it not too long ago and made it Z, and then my husband found out that he says E's better, because he said that I don't use the action camera, so I don't need it, you know? So we did that, and now that we did that, it is working really, really well. And it makes it to where I can auto-click the boss, because normally it's the boss that is the closest target and therefore is the bigger concern. So I've been using the auto clicking. So Guild Wars 1 has taught me some skills I can use in Guild Wars 2, which is kind of nice. That was my roundabout kind of way of kind of bringing it up. I am distracted, so I'm trying to figure out how to say this without it being while also still trying to pay attention to combat. My health is dropping pretty low. That's because of the skills. Surprisingly, we're not getting overwhelmed, which is actually pretty freaking impressive. I'm a little impressed by that. Not in a like, I'm impressive because I'm good at the game, but like impressive because those runes are really making a difference. The runes and sigils are making a difference. Okay, so we're heading over here. I could head to Agony Rock, but as I said, we're kind of testing this out, so I might as well just take the long range, because it's not very far. Yeah, let's go up the hill. Is it this hill that we're going up? Yes, maybe. These lands are really bumpy and weird for me to look at. And you go up a little bit more. I do think that I gave a little bit of equipment to Gwyn. I gave her one, like, item. It was an exotic that we got. I think it's helping too, but it probably will need to be replaced at some point. Right now, it's working. Yeah. So we need to go up through this tunnel. Okay, so yeah, it's good. I've got my... What is attacking us from behind? Oh, it's a Hydra. My bow is doing a lot more damage. That marksman and sigil is doing great. We need to change out one that's vigor, I think. For my tune, and then I think that I need to fix the monk that I messed up. Also, it's weird because in Guild Wars 1, and I mentioned this before, versus Guild Wars 2, to chat. From what I've been told by chat, and this week's, and I'm going to trust their word because they know what they're doing versus me. The signals in this game, the higher they are, the more it takes away from your health. So purples take like 75% of your health, whereas the exotics, or what would be exotics to Guild Wars 2 players, takes about like 50 or something like that. And then like it takes 50 points off. And then your blues don't take anything, but you only get one stack. And the trade-off for the other bigger ones is you get more stacks of a particular thing. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, that is such a double-edged sword. It's not a complaint. It's just a very interesting thing. I went away for a bit. You found the right quest. Okay, cool. That's nice. I went to the gorge, and we're supposed to go find this forgotten about something. But yeah. So to me, that's such weirdness, because in Guild Wars 2, there is no disbenefit to having higher runes. The goal is to always get to legendary or to exotic, whatever. Or pink, whatever, because it kind of depends on what you're doing. Like, pinks for fractals is really good. Legendary is always the one, like, ultimate goal you want. Exotic is what you tend to aim for when you first start out. You can run exotics on almost everything else. It's just harder. I don't know if you could do upper fractals. You might be able to. I can't remember. I don't remember if you can actually take agony and put them on your exotics. I feel like you can't. But I could be misremembering. I did my first tier T1 with exotics, and then through exotics, through raids and strikes, I got a set of pink. So by the time that is, I just gave up on using exotics. Anyways. And they're normally just placeholders for stuff. But that's a goal that I personally do. I need a little bit more careful with, my tune's health isn't great. But yeah, so gear's different in Guild Wars 2 versus this. And there's no disbenefit to having upper runes. Like, having a superior rune does not have a negative quality to it. So it's kind of an odd thing. But I guess, like, it makes sense for balance purposes, so it's not, like, a bad thing. It's just different. Decapitated Hydra Claw. That's horrible. That sounds like... I don't know if I want that in my pocket. I'm gonna put it in my pocket because I care about loot more. But, like, no. That sounds so mean. It's like a weird lucky foot thing. You know, instead of having rabbits, because they don't have any rabbits in the desert in this area, they just take lucky foot from Hydra. You know what I mean? Weird. I do not appreciate... Oh yeah, I have a key, by the way. We're gonna go open that chest. I probably should have pinned down the closer one versus the farther away one. I guess it gives us time to buy us time. Wow, that one was big. He looked bigger, but I think he was just closer in my provincial. So it's like, he is... I see 3 heads at the side of my thing. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it is weird. There we go. Seriously, it just seems so mean. It's a totally different game, knowing one system doesn't help with the other, with all of the others. This is true. Like, some of the mechanics in Guild Wars 1 and 2, I do think help. Like having the ability to close range skills, like I said, close, like doing the C skill to target the one that's closest to you. That is something that did translate between the two games, and I really appreciate that. But like you said, most of it is not the same. Still okay. I do like that some of the monsters look the same too. Some of them look cooler in Guild Wars 1 and or versus Guild Wars 2, depending on which one we speak of. I like the Hydra from Guild Wars 2 a little bit better because it just looks funny. It's squatty and looks a little goofy, but then you try to fight it and it just messes you up. It's the most a funny thing ever, and I also like the more snake-like look to it. It's like, oh, you're so squatty. Oh god, he's throwing fireballs. I take it back. I think that was my first line when I encountered a Hydra a long time ago. It was like, oh, you're so cool looking. You're clearly an enemy because your name is red. But, like, I walked up to him thinking I could take him, and then he just totally, absolutely wrecked me. I was in the sand before I knew it. Before I knew, like, because he has a certain level of rotation that you have to, like, pay attention to. Destroyers look way cooler in this one. Yeah, this is true. And Undead Minions. A lot of people say, yeah, the Undead Minions do too. I like that in Guild Wars 2, the Undead Minions look like they look like you, as you know, like your species. I do think that I agree that some of them should have looked more like the minions in Guild Wars 1. Like, some of them, like, when you got to Ore, there should have been more than just animals. Like, there's, like, 3 different variations of animals that are, like, undead, and then there's obviously the 5 races or whatever. But I think it'd been cool if you had walked in and they're all the necromancer minions were different, you know, that kind of thing. Really horrify it up, because I think it would have been hilarious, or the deeper or the more like necromanced locations that are like, because every place has their own like problems, and some maps are full of more undead than others. So the more like intense or the more deep the area was with undead, or overflowing, I should say, the necromancy creatures should have gotten more scary and creepy. You know? And I think the same thing with any of the other mobs. A lot of people in Guild Wars 2 complain about the fact that they feel like the mobs are very repetitive. They're clearly kind of rigged, which is different skill sets, but they're just kind of reskins. And that's the thing. They're reskins. And the cool reskins are kind of cool for somewhat because they make an area feel fuller and they still kind of fit the aesthetic. But I think that when you're going into deeper territories of like evil minions of whatever dragon, the minions should get creepier and less human. Or humanoid. Because you can argue that all of the other races are very human shaped. Or humanoid for the most part. And I think it would have been interesting if it would have made them more terrifying in a way. Are you up here? Oh, you're up here. Hello. Did I kill you in a thing? I don't know. Maybe you have a similar name. You come to seek the wisdom of the forgotten. Know then that my people are an ancient race, perhaps the most ancient in to walk upon the world that you call Tyria. Once we ruled this world. Now my people guard the secret contains within the secrets of the Ascension. I sense in you an inner strength that I have not seen in many people that have come to the desert throughout the ages. It may be that you will succeed in your quest, but nothing in this world is certain. I shall grant you a small boon to help you in your trials, but if you seek greater knowledge, forgotten wisdom, you must seek out another. Okay. Elemental resistance. That's kind of cool. Unblockable. That's pretty good. Wait, he said to go someone else. But yeah, I think it should have been like the deeper the region, the more dangerous it should have been. I mean, there's more mobs and monsters to fight with you, but like, I think it would have been more interesting if they get creepier, weirder, less human, alien. You know, it would have made those areas 10 times scarier. If you seek more wisdom to help you along your path, ascension, seek out brute mate, my brute mate. Oh, okay. He can grant you a special insight that allows you to take a better advantage of your own skills. Okay. Yeah, we might as well. We're already here. Like I said, we're exploring. I wonder if broodmare means like I can't remember. To my knowledge, and I can't remember the word specific. Yeah, going this way. I think that either means I don't remember. I have to remember what brood remembers. There's a word. It's like a specific definition. I don't know. The elemental resistance might be kind of nice, especially since the ranger allows you to fire projectiles, specifically the fire variety. Fire and poison are the two that I see a lot of. Okay. They met the father of their children. Yeah. That's what I thought. Because I was sitting here thinking it's either mate or family. And I didn't want to say that out loud because that opens an entire can of worms if I was wrong one with the other. Because it's either like it's your wife or it's your brother. Like I said, I was like, I don't know if I want to open my mouth and say that. I was thinking mate, but I wasn't positive. About to turn this into an Alabama, like, rewrite. Brewy's offspring, yeah. Well, like, and I'm pretty sure I've also heard, so, I think I've read a book at one point that used it as a term, but it was referring to, like, being from the same brood of kids, but maybe it wasn't that. Maybe they used a different word. I can't remember. I haven't read the book in a long time. I'm so rusty on it. So maybe it was just mentioning it. And also, my definitions in my own brain get mixed up. So sometimes I think I know the word, but I'm completely thinking of an entirely different word. That's why I was hesitant to say it out loud, because I'm like, knowing my luck, I'm on a roll right now. I haven't died. We haven't like got our butt handed to us. I haven't had any super dramatic oh no's. You know, as soon as I am settled, something bad happens. I do like the desert. I do like how some of the maps have different colored sand. Like some of them are more golden, some of them are a little more pale. And it could be I don't know if this one is based in time. Like Guild Wars 2 has an actually daylight timer. Like there's daytime and there's nighttime. But so far, it doesn't seem like that. I also like the statues. I think the statues are great. I like it when they let you get up on high things and look over the desert. It's pretty cool. Look at the big statue on the horizon. That one? The female one that I thought looked kind of cool. I feel bad for it. How is it standing with one bad leg? And then there's also a tower there. I think that's what you mean. It's pretty awesome. I think the only thing I can think of off my mind that you have a chance of seeing a lot of that's that big in Guild Wars 2 is probably in a fractal. So yeah, I'm still going the right way. I don't know if I actually went up to that thing. I don't know if you can actually walk up to it. Also, pets changing in this game is weird to me as well. It seems so much harder. It also feels like a betrayal. Like, I haven't changed out mine at all, but the idea seems kind of like a betrayal. Because if I'm looking at the skills right, you have to get rid of the one you have, which means you have to dismiss it. and then you have to go back and get it, and it just seems mean. Because in Guild Wars 2, a ranger can have any of the pets that they want. They can just swap them around as they see fit. Oh, there's like a statue that was there with it. Oh, wait. Okay, so from a distance, the statue was up, but the statue is down now. Did it collapse while we were coming up to it? You can store your pet once it's level 20. Okay. Okay, that doesn't feel as bad then. I just realized that it collapsed, because from a distance it didn't collapse. Did it do that on screen? Or did when I turn around, did it just change its mind? Like, nope, I want a nap. I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, because, like, in Guild Wars 2, once you, like, tame a juvenile, whatever pet, you can swap it out as long as you're in combat. If you're in combat, you can't. But you can swap it out on a dime. And granted, a lot of the pets in Guild Wars 2 aren't necessarily useful for your builds. Like, there's actually a handful of them, maybe about, like, 1/3 of them, if that, depending on how flexible you are as a player, that's actually used a lot. And it's kind of sad. I wish that you could use, they had some more flexibilities to them where you could upgrade certain pets, but it's just not. You can still get away with, like, using whatever pet you want to. Some of them just give you better, skills. On the battle islands, to check it out, you can populate the island with them. Aw, that's cute. Okay, that doesn't bother me that much, because I don't like the idea of abandoning animals, even in a video game. It just seems kind of mean. An unnecessary level of mean. I want him to stay put. Okay, I think her being a warrior is very nice because it takes a lot of stress off Mox. At least it feels that way. Oh, we're getting so much gold now. We're gonna be rich as can be. We're going in the wrong direction. Is there a way around here? I guess there is. It's kind of nice though. Cause like some of these pets look like they'd be kind of fun, like the Moa and stuff, and the Dune and everything. I kind of wish in Guild Wars 2, right? I have one complaint. I wish that you could have the desert drakes, because the desert drakes look like a crocodile alligator combo, and I think they're the cutest little thing ever. I just want them. Go you over to the statue. Okay, so yeah, that's where they're located. I just didn't want to deal with the sand, guys, but it's fine. But yeah, I don't even know what level my pet is. I think, yeah, he's level 20, okay. I haven't paid attention to his level. Because in Guild Wars 2, your pet just stays stagnant. It doesn't really get, like, its own boons or anything. Well, it has its own boons, but it doesn't level. It just exists at your level. Okay, sorry. I've been trying to find ways to make sure my cups aren't loud, because I've noticed in my videos that I can hear my cups tapping on the table. It's not an intentional thing. I just have my mugs and stuff on a hard table. So I have a cup holder that I put under my cup for my plastic. Right now it's got soda in it, but normally it's orange juice or something. Okay. So we need to get up onto the statue. Do I see stairs anywhere? Probably over there, maybe? Anyways, sorry, I got distracted. I was sitting here thinking about it. Yeah, I think it's on the side that I didn't explore. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure I don't make a lot of noise with my cups and stuff. So if you hear me get quiet for a moment while I was in the middle of a thought, it's because I'm taking a sip and pulling away from the monitor a little bit, and hopefully we won't hear as much slurping and food snacking as much as before. My hope is that. I've also been trying to put audio fluid editing on the videos after the process. I've got like they have like a setting on the thing that you can use like I hope there's stairs that you can use where it kind of makes some of the lip popping and stuff less intense. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I'm trying to. Don't you dare start stuff. I saw that. He tried to come close just to cause problems. Asshole. Someone get that one. Salivating cactus? That's not a cactus. That's a demon. Okay? Cactus my ass. Okay? If that's a cactus, I'm a unicorn, okay? No? Then that's what I thought. Cactus my ass. He's a prick, if that makes anything different, but that's not the same thing. Ugh. But yeah, so I'm trying to minimize my face sounds. I try to take them out on some of my videos that I got really close and excited and got close to the mic and stuff, and it was like, I can't get rid of them. And then when I googled other options of how to get rid of it, everyone's just like, oh yeah, just don't make face sounds. I'm like, okay, that doesn't help. Thanks for nothing. I'm like in post editing. There's nothing I can do to fix it now. And they're like, oh, keep you like a fist away, like fist, like your own fist, like distance from the mic, right? Sorry, I moved a little bit to keep it away because I'm getting a little excited, so I'm trying to push it back. But like for me, because I'm loud and shrill and I'm in a room, with the door open or closed, it doesn't matter. I am loud and my voice pitches, and because of that, there is no winning. I am either quiet as a mouse or I'm screaming like a banshee. There is no in between. So I have to go in, and so I have to be 2 fists away from the monitor, like from the mic, to be hitting yellow and rarely hitting red. That's not even like a joke. I've just decided that it's better to be a little lower heard than be absolutely heard and deafening somebody in their ears. Because at least in the videos I can go back and edit it and make the audio a little better. People on stream, that's also another thing too, but keeping away from the mic a little bit further makes it to where at least people on stream aren't having their ears ripped out. And they can turn it up just a little bit and not have to worry about it as much. But, okay, so how are we getting up there? I see this. This is not a door, right? Yeah, I think it's just part of the statue. I figured there'd be stairs or something. Maybe there was stairs, but I just didn't see it. I bet you think I didn't see it. Anyways, but I'm trying to do better and trying to save myself some editing. Get rid of you. You're annoying. Is poisoning it can be considered as an element? I don't think so. Because I would love to be able to prevent poisoning from occurring. Also, you know what? They mentioned the scabs in Guild Wars 2. This is not how I expect them to look like, but they are ugly as hell. But in Guild Wars 2, they mentioned the scabs. I don't know if they necessarily are talking about the jade scabs or anything like that, but they're talking about scarabs. Sorry, scarabs. They talk about the scarabs and the scarab plague. I don't know if we're gonna get into it in Guild Wars 1 or not, but supposedly there was a scarab plague. Again, that is not a cactus. And it's what made the roller beetle. They made like a variation of the roller beetle, or they made they used the scarab's DNA to make a variation of the roller beetle in the story. It's really cool. You're a collector, so you're not who I'm looking for. Why are you standing at the foot of a statue like this? Like, by yourself? I'm very confused as to why you are. I mean, maybe we need to go up. I was pretty sure we were up. Maybe it's got to go up a little further. I was like, I was pretty sure that I've already went around a little bit, but I think I went around the mountain, but not around the behind the feet. Because I wonder if there's like a staircase leading up the feet or like a hill. It's fine. We are getting XP. We are getting a chance to experiment with these skills, which are actually surprisingly working well. I probably could change my skills out a little bit, but at least the damage is better. My bow is doing more damage at least, so I'm not the weaker link with that. Because this didn't look like it's a ramp up there, but maybe it is. Maybe through that pass, there's a something or other. Okay, we'll get closer. I don't need to revive my pet. I made a mistake. Okay, got him down. Now, there we go. But I wonder if they'll mention it. I wonder if it's happened yet in the story, or if it happens later. What is a teleporter up there? I like how I pinned it down, even though I didn't need to, because it's stuck there. Like, it's not going anywhere. Okay, she's so much more helpful now that she's acting as warrior and less whatever she was before. She mentioned to me, too, that she can do anything, too. I just didn't understand what she was telling me. Yeah, I think here. I think this is where we need to go. Yeah, there's a hill here. Should've just kept heading to the hands. We would've made it just fine. Not that it matters. Like I said, the XP, we got some good loot out of that. Unidentified. Okay. It looks like a hand. It says Dragon's Envy. What does that mean? What do you mean, Dragon's Envy? I am confused by that. This is kind of cool that you can get up here on this. I wonder if we could cross over on the statue. I hope so, but I also kind of sad that we can use it as a bridge. Oh, that's kind of sad. It's gonna be stepped upon as like a bridge forevermore. It's almost like a death pose too. It's kind of sad. Oh, poor girl. Her eyes look sad too. It's horrible. Hello. How are we? I sense that you have come to seek to me seeking forgotten wisdom. Know that that we forgotten were the first race to rule Tyria. During our reign, our world was a peaceful unit, and people came until the humans came. And there's peace until the humans came. We could not compete with the savage humans, and were slowly driven into the desert, where we met our future master, the great crystal dragon, Galint. It is she who you seek if you wish to ascend. I sense a deep goodness within you. It would please me if you were to succeed in your quest. Allow me to unlock some of your potential inner. Oh, so you guys serve Glint specifically. That's interesting. Okay, that's cool. What attributes and acquires on the Dragon's Envy? There's a 20th anniversary of it. That's 20. Oh, a 20th anniversary. Oh, that's cool. I just found it on the ground. That's cool. Okay, we are moving on to...
And we can just dance the night away.